Hi, my name's Jack. I'm a fire cadet crew manager from Staveley, and I'd like to ask, what challenges have you faced throughout your fire service careers?
Hi Jack and the cadets at Staveley. My name's Judy Beresford and I'm Director of Corporate Services within Derbyshire, and my role's non-operational. I'm not a firefighter by trade. My background's management training and that kind of thing, so HR. With regards to challenges, that's a really, really hard question. I think one of the key things that we've all got to work together on is to work out a way to get the firefighting workforce to be more diverse and more representative of the people that we were there to serve. We're taking good steps, and that's been acknowledged, but people like yourselves, we need to get more people involved and, as I say, get a wider, more diverse workforce. So whether that's women or black and minority ethnic people, into the fire and rescue service, because it's an excellent place to work. Take care, everybody, and thanks for the question. Bye-bye.
I'm Max. I'm a Derbyshire Fire Cadet at Ilkeston Fire Station. I'd like to ask today, what do you find the most difficult as an operational firefighter in Derbyshire Fire Rescue Service, and what are your main goals within Derbyshire Fire Rescue Service?
Hi Max, I'm Area Manager Clive Stanbrook. I'd like to thank you for two really great questions. I think the thing I found hardest when I first joined as an operational firefighter in 2002 was the sudden realisation that it wasn't all about going out to operational incidents such as house fires and car crashes. The vast majority of the job, as is now, was a lot about the prevention work. So going out to schools to making sure that all the children were safe at school and they could take the message back to their families, and also going out to houses to make sure everyone had smoke alarms and knew what to do in the event of a fire. So it was a lot about the prevention rather than responding to operational incidents. I think my aspirations for the service and my hopes for the service going forward is to continuously improve as a service, and also to continuously help all the communities which we serve. We just had a really, really good inspection report from Her Majesty's Inspectorate of Fire and Rescue Services, and we really need to build on that. And one of the ways I'd like to build on it, and another aspiration, is as we're a public service, we're all about the people that our friends and colleagues in the service, and also the people that we serve. So to make sure that everyone in Derbyshire Fire and Rescue Service thoroughly enjoys what they do and has a real purpose when they come to work. So again, thank you very much, Max, for your really great questions. I hope to see you soon.
My name's Bethany Smith and I'm from Ascot Fire Cadets, and I'd like to ask you the following question. What inspired you to start and pursue your career in the fire service?
Hi, my name's Gavin Tomlinson. I'm the Chief Fire Officer of Derbyshire Fire and Rescue Service. And Fire Cadet Bethany Smith of Ascot Drives asked me a question. What inspired me to start and pursue a career in the Fire and Rescue Service? Well, I was looking for a job which offered a little bit more when I was younger, quite a bit younger, almost 30 years now. And I wanted one that would give me a career, give me opportunities to experience different things and to make a difference and help people. And I looked at various different opportunities that are out there, working in the police service, working in the prison service, working in the fire service, amongst others. And when I looked into them, I felt best suited to the fire service. I liked the fact that there was a real practical element to the job. And not only that, there's the opportunity to engage with people, talk with people, and there's nothing more interesting than talking to people. Everyone's got something to offer and everyone's different, and it's really, really interesting if you take time and effort to get to know people. But ultimately it was about making a difference, working for an emergency service. People look at you, they look up to the service, they respect the service, and if you're part of that and doing a good job, then you garner the same respect as well. It's a job that I've loved every single minute of. There hasn't been a single aspect of the role which I haven't enjoyed, and I've worked from a firefighter all the way up to chief within the same service. It's a job that any of you from the cadets could do if you wish to do so, and you know what? I'd really, really recommend it as a career. It's a fantastic job, it's a fantastic role, and it gives you so many opportunities and experiences, and you make friends for life. You get a team around you which supports you in every aspect of the role. Very much like the cadet team that you've got around you now, only you take this team with you for the rest of your career and you make friends for life out of it as well. It's given me a lot, and I like to think I've put a lot back into it. More importantly, I like to think as I've been part of Derbyshire Fire Rescue Service, which has made a difference to a lot of people's lives, not only from the emergency response in saving lives through fires and through road traffic collisions, but also preventing people's injuries and sadly loss of life, which happens through a lot of the prevention work, the engagement we do, and talking to people. It's been really, really rewarding, really, really satisfying. So if you want a career that offers you that, then the Fire and Rescue Service is one for you. I wish you all the best with your cadets course. It would be nice if I get time to come down and see you. Depending on the current circumstances around COVID, I'll do my best. But all the best, and thank you for the question. Very thought-provoking. Cheers, bye.
Okay. What did you enjoy most about your role in the fire service?
Hi everyone, I'm Simon Allsop, Director of Finance for Derbyshire Fire Rescue Service and Derbyshire Police. I've been asked what the best thing about working for the Derbyshire Fire Rescue Service is in my role, and I'd have to say it's been able to get the resources to help the communities in Derbyshire and being able to give something back living in Derbyshire myself. The other thing is they do have quite good tea and biscuits as well. Take care, bye.
My name's Bethany Smith and I'm from Ascot Fire Cadets, and I would like to ask you the following question. What is your biggest accomplishment?
Hello to all the cadets and all the cadet instructors. I think the suggestion to have a grill the governor question is a really good idea and something I'm keen to support. My name's Roy. I'm Area Manager in Community Response, Protection and Prevention. I've just received a question from a young lady at Ascot Drive called Bethany Smith, and she's asked, what is my biggest accomplishment? And that, Bethany, is quite easy to answer. It is actually being successful in joining the fire service 28 years ago. It took me 3 attempts to actually join the fire service. The first time I applied, I didn't get past the application stage. The second time I applied, I got an interview, but I wasn't successful. And then I finally got a job on the 3rd attempt. Back in the 90s, there was about 7,000 people used to apply for 10 jobs. So you had to keep coming back and doing your best and learning from your mistakes. And I think that's what I'm trying to get across to you all as cadets on your journey to becoming, hopefully, old-time or retained firefighters, on-call firefighters throughout the county. If you really do want to become a firefighter, don't give up at the first hurdle, because it can be a very, very challenging, difficult process. But if you're determined, if you learn from your mistakes, if you get feedback from where you've gone wrong and you learn from it, and you commit yourself to achieving the role and getting into the service, I guarantee you that you will be successful. So that is my biggest success, becoming an old-time firefighter in Derbyshire, and I hope that all you can achieve your dreams and achieve your successes as well.
Hi, my name is Jack. I'm a Fire Cadet Crew Manager from Staveley, and I'd like to ask the following question. What advice would you give to young people wanting to join the fire service?
Hi Jack, my name's Rob Taylor. I'm the Area Manager for Service Delivery for Derbyshire Fire. Thanks very much for your question regarding becoming a firefighter. Really good question. To answer it, I think there's probably 3 things to cover. Firstly, as I'm sure you're aware, there isn't currently a link between the cadet scheme and becoming an actual firefighter. That may be something that evolves in the future, but there's nothing in place at the moment. The second thing, really, becoming a firefighter still remains a really popular occupation. We get a lot of interest and a lot of applications from across the county. So for me, the best way to deal with that situation is to make yourself as competitive and put yourself in the best situation you can. So what I mean by that is get stuck in at school, do as well as you can, get all the exams you can behind you and qualifications, and that's going to really stand you in good stead whether you choose to become a firefighter or another career. So put the work in at school. Currently for the fire service we don't require degree level entry, but some other public sectors such as the police do, and this may be something you see coming to the firing years in the future. So get yourself in as good a position as you can with that one. And the third thing, really, and really important, is the role of the firefighter is all about the community, how we engage, how we interact and how we support our communities. So what I'd suggest for you there is to get that competitive advantage, is to get to know your communities, know what's going on across Derbyshire, be part of your community, interact, volunteer, and do what you can to get some really good evidence on your CV for us, so you can come and show us how useful you're going to be as a firefighter for Derbyshire. I hope that's been helpful, and best of luck, and hopefully I'll see you one day soon.
Hi, my name's Jessie Reeves and I go to Stanbrook Fire Cadets, and I'd like to ask the following question. Who did you look up to when you were a young firefighter, and what type of leader did you aspire to be?
Hi, my name's Rick Roberts, and I'm the Deputy Chief Fire Officer of Derbyshire. And I've been asked a question by Jess, and the question was, who did I look up to when I was a young firefighter, and what kind of leader did I aspire to be? Long question, but I'll start. So I joined the fire service a long time ago in 1994, and the sub-officer who was in charge of my watch at the time, it was very clear he was the boss. His role was to tell me what to do, and my job was to follow those instructions. He kept himself hidden in his office, and that was kind of the relationship between the two of us. I then moved stations, and I had a new sub-officer, and he was called Vernon, and he was just a normal human being who treated me like a normal human being. He listened, he mentored, he guided me for the few years that I worked with him, not just about being a firefighter, but about everything in life in general. I found him really inspirational, and now 20 odd years later, some of the lessons he taught me I still carry with him today. So a very inspirational. And the second part about what type of leader do I aspire to be? As a firefighter, that inspiration to become a leader wasn't there at that particular time. What I wanted to be was the very best firefighter I could possibly be. I loved helping people, and actually I think I was actually quite good at it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. But over time I became a leading firefighter, then a sub-officer, then a station officer, and it was only then that I started to reflect on what type of leader I wanted to become. And it was really the type of leader I'd like to work for. Someone who listened, someone who understood people and teams, and recognised that everyone's different and needs to be treated differently so they can be the best version of themselves at work. As a leader, I always try to do the right thing, not the easiest thing, and that's not always made me popular, because I don't just go along with the crowd. And I always do what I call the Daily Mail test. So I imagine the decision that I've made and a picture of me on the front page of the Daily Mail with my mum and dad reading it, and would they be proud of me doing what I've done? And if the answer's yes, then it's the right thing to do, and that's what I do. But my favourite part of the job as a leader in that respect is helping people. I get the privilege of speaking to people across the whole organisation all the time. We've got almost 900 people that work for us, and that to be able to coach, mentor, and just say to individuals, thank you for your part in making Derbyshire Fire Rescue Service the best place to work for, and just say that thank you. And that's probably it. Any more questions, then please let me know. Thank you. Bye bye.